In due course. Davies Jones.
Mr. Speaker, The Times recently reported that schools across the UK are in crisis as the effects of online influencer Andrew Tate's vile misogyny.
Do you think he's a misogynist?
I don't think he's a misogynist. No, I don't think so.
I mean, a misogynist means somebody who hates women.
Yeah,
I don't think he hates women.
Infiltrates our classrooms and society. Teachers are now having to develop their own resources to re-educate boys.
These images shocked the world. They show prisoners being unloaded from a train. Zhang told Sky News that this video most likely shows prisoners from detention centres in Xinjiang being taken to a larger central facility in the region because of the different overalls they're wearing.
We gather them together, put hoods on their head, 2 people handcuffed together to prevent them from escaping.
But he said that trains were also used to transport Uyghurs who travelled to other parts of China back to Xinjiang, and that the conditions they endured were grim.
During the train transportation, we don't give them food. They're only allowed bottle caps to drink water, to moisten their lips. To keep order, don't let them go to the toilet. They reach their destinations in 2 days. They reach Xinjiang.
And once held in the re-education camps, even worse was waiting, he claims.
In cases related to politics, jeopardizing the regime, cases involving overthrowing the regime, you're allowed to beat people. It's okay to make them turn in other people's names. You use various methods to put pressure. 2 people use sticks to weigh down their legs, tie him up and trample his arm, shackle their hands, pour cold water, put a water pipe into his mouth and tie him up. And other unique favourite methods? There are numerous forms. If accidents occur, it's normal that some people die. That's just how you get used to saying it. Please don't blame me. How to say, under this kind of management in the re-education centre, beating somebody to death for sure happens.
Who are being brainwashed online by his deeply toxic messaging.
So, Andrew, can you tell us about toxic masculinity and what it is in your eyes? Does it exist? Is it a farce?
Toxic masculinity.
Because they're considered the king of toxic masculinity.
Yeah, I've got that title.
Yeah.
Toxic masculinity is a term that was invented by women nobody wants to fuck to describe the men that the women do want to fuck.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's all it is. That's all it is. No, but on a real level, right, this whole idea of being toxically masculine is complete garbage. And the reason it's garbage is because it's a first world problem first. Because when you put males and females in survival situations, or the closer they are to a survival situation, the quicker they're going to revert to their gender roles. If you put a whole bunch of men and a whole bunch of women, you strand them on a desert island, the men would start having to build things and fight off the animals, and the women would start farming and whatever the women would do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So when shit hits the fan, everyone reverts to their natural gender roles. So if you live in a country like Romania or Russia or a country that's poor, the closer it is to survival, the lower the economic prosperity of the country, the closer people are to their natural gender role. So Russian men are masculine, Russian females are feminine. But in America, it's the richest country in the world. It's a first world problem. All the women get to be stupid and the men get to be pussies because it's just a first world problem. This whole idea of being toxically masculine is absolutely garbage. Nobody's toxically... Listen, you're not going to call me toxically masculine if someone breaks in the house and I start spraying. No one's going to start calling me toxically masculine. No, there was no one called toxically masculine when they were fucking staying on the Titanic to die. Right? The whole thing is garbage, and it's just by women who are bitter and jealous, trying to insult and demonize men for being natural to their instinct. I don't want to rant too much, right?
No, continue.
I don't want to rant. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
This.
The world we live in today tries very, very hard to refuse a man his natural instincts as a man.
Yeah.
And this is done on purpose. This is not done on accident. There's no war on men on accident. Men are the ones who start revolutions. If you look at any revolution in history, it was the men who were on the street and started that revolution. If you want to control a populace, the first thing you do is control the men. When the Romans went and conquered Sparta, they killed all the men, all the young boys, all the fighting age males. When you're left with nothing but females, you can conquer and control a society. We're living in a world right now where there's supposedly some virus and you have to stay in your house and put a mask on, and everyone's complying like cowards. And the reason is because they've destroyed the masculine spirit in men. If you would have told men 100 years ago, we're going to take your business away, we're going to bankrupt you, and they're going to lock you in your house, every single man would have stood up and said, what? Who are you? You ain't listening to us. The people who are in charge of the world want to control the population, and the easiest way to do that is to remove the warriors from the populace.
Facts.
That's all it's about. So when men try and act in a masculine way, they're toxically masculine. They demonize us. And then another way they do is they try and shame us. Shame is another tactic. Oh, Andrew, when are you going to grow up and stop fucking all that hot pussy? Grow up.
Who hurt you?
Yeah,
who
like,
hurt you?
Who
Yeah.
hurt your feelings? I'm enjoying my life. Right? I'm enjoying my life. Like, and I enjoy the company. I'm not saying I can't be loyal if I have a girlfriend, of course. But also, if I'm single and I don't want to be loyal, I'm a full-grown man. I can make my own choices, right?
Yep.
Why should I be demonized or shamed for that? But they don't want that. They want men. We are the backbone of every economy.
Facts.
They want us to be worker ants.
Facts.
They want us to be semi-depressed with no fighting spirit to resist against the tyranny. They want us paying taxes as tax slaves in a sexless marriage with kids who don't respect us. No one talks about male depression. Nobody cares that the men are miserable. Nobody cares. As long as we pay our taxes and we don't divorce her because we're scared of losing the house, and we continue to raise those kids and sit there while she refuses to give you a blowjob more than once a year, that's all the government wants from men.
Yep.
That's all they want from us.
This is the Drag to Kids to Pride event. Organizers promoted it as a family-friendly drag show.
It's glitter, it's fun, and it's a show. It's all for a great cause. It's a G-rated drag show.
Coming out of the closet means when you tell everybody that you're gay. It's something that gay people have to do.
Jasmine, you're one of the youngest and first drag queen/kids.
It's come to a world where drag kids actually exist.
And people do ketamine on a couch.
And they all go marching in